Hi, I'm J9 from Geekmygames, and today I want to talk to you about the game pack I got from Bits and Bins for my game Altiplano. So I love Bits and Bins. It's a company I just found that makes these little tiny plastic containers for the bits and pieces that are inside your game. And because I love to travel with my games, I love this company. I'm not getting endorsed or anything by them. I just wanted to tell the community, and I want to put it out there because I think it's a great solution. And if you're curious on some of the other ways to store your games and why I don't use them, I made another video, which I'll put in the link down below, that you can watch if you want to, about, you know, the best way to store board games if you're interested. So anyway, without further ado, so here's Altiplano. And if you've never played this game, it has a ton of pieces. And setup, maybe not as bad as Caverna, it's still quite a bit out there, because if you have different player numbers, you have different amounts of each of the pieces based on player number. So not only am I taking everything out of all the bags that I used to do with the bags, right, and having to count them all and then throwing them back in the bag, which is kind of a pain, and then doing it at the end to clean up, I had to do, it was just so much organization that I didn't have that was just a pain, So I got the set from Bits and Bins, and I love it. I absolutely adore it. So this is what my game box here looks like, right? Look at all those little pieces right here, right? And the only thing I had here on the top were the bags, because this is a deck building game, but it's called bag building because you're building pieces in a bag and taking them out as you go. So those are the bags that you need, right? And then I had the rule book on top, but I took those off just to show you this. But when I travel, when I move this thing, when I store it on its side, like you should be storing your games on the side. Ignore those couple that aren't on their side. But whenever you do that, the pieces don't spill out. They don't go everywhere. It's really nice. Now, they said on the website, I know there were pictures on how to store what pieces are supposed to go in what, but I want to check that again to see if I did anything wrong. But I just did kind of what I felt like what made the most sense to me and how I play. And let me just tell you, I absolutely adore it. I used to have one big bag for all the different types of round pieces that would go into the bag building, because there are tons of them, right? And they give you 1, 2, let's look at this. 1, 2, you can even see that. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, and there's 10. So there's 10 different types of those resources that you're building your bag with. And they give you little tiny ones. So now they're all separate, which is really, really, really nice. I really like that. And they sit on your table very easy. So it's very easy to set up game and tear down. Okay. Now, if you want to see what it looks like when I first opened it, when I first got it, I'm going to put a video here that shows me in speed motion there, how I organized everything and what it all looks like. So go ahead and watch that now. So as you can see, it comes with tons of containers, and there's a little bit of leeway on how you want to organize it, but I think that it's a really, really nice system for creating, for setting up and tearing down. So I even put my little thingies in this big box. I'm not sure if that's where they were to go or not, but this game also comes with a cardboard camel, but I chucked that. I didn't like it, and I got myself a little tiny camel in there. You see that little tiny camel? And he fits in the box with the little boxes for everybody. So he fits in it there as well. And I love that. So it's kind of like the first player marker that goes around the board. Just another way I geeked up one of my games. And I really like these too, because these are a pain to set up and turn over at the end of each round, these little cards. And we have one perfectly fitting box for each individual one. So now you can just set those right on the board. So much easier. Anyway, that's the Altiplano set from Bits and Bins. If you're interested in storing your games this way, then check it out. If you're not interested in storing your games this way, then see my video below on how real gamers store video games. And I'm just teasing, you know, like you can store your games however you want, but it does give good reasoning as to why I store the games the way that I store them. So, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that video, and remember, don't just love your games, geek your games.